us here that we are at stage 3,
Mm.
paragraph page 146. And our last headword was C, newer type of lesson. Okay, so let's start with
Mhm.
your revision. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. First question. Which is the largest city in Japan? Which is the largest city in Japan? Tokyo's the
Tokyo
largest
is
city
the largest
in
city
Japan.
in Japan.
Very good. What's the date today? What's the date today? The date today
The day
is the
today
6th of December,
it's 6th of December
2000,
2020,
2023.
2023.
Well, 2023 is good. What was the date yesterday? What was the date yesterday? The date yesterday
The date
was the
yesterday
5th of
was
December,
the 5th of December
2000, 2023.
2023.
Let's use 2023. Very good. What will the date tomorrow be? What will the date tomorrow be? The date tomorrow
The date
will
tomorrow will
be the
be
7th of
the
December,
7th of December
2023.
2023.
Yeah, I have a calendar here, so that's why I can answer. Okay. Is the table light? Is the table light? No, the table
No,
isn't
the
light.
table isn't right.
It's heavy.
It's heavy.
Very good. Is this piece of paper heavier than the table? Is this piece of paper heavier than the table? No, that
No,
piece of
the
paper
piece of
isn't
paper
heavier than the
isn't
table.
heavier than the
It's
table.
lighter than the table.
It's lighter than the table.
Well, who's the lightest person in your family? Who's the lightest person in your family? My
My son
is the
is the
lightest person
lightest
in
person
my
in my
family.
family.
Who's the heaviest person in your family? Who's the heaviest person in your family? My
Mm, My husband
is
is
the
the
heaviest
heaviest
person
person
in my
in
family.
my family.
Yeah, it's usually the dad, the heaviest. Okay. Which is the largest shop in your town? Which is the largest shop in your town? I'll
The
say
Uniqlo is the largest
shop in my town.
shop in my
Oh,
town.
I love Uniqlo. Are there any shops in the streets where you live? Are there any shops in the street where you live? Yes or no?
Yes,
There are some
there
shops
are some
in the
shops
street where I live.
in the street
Where I live.
where I live.
Very good. What do we play football with? What do we play football with? We play football
We
with a
play
ball.
football with a ball.
Can we play tennis without a ball? Can we play tennis without a ball? No, we can't
No,
play
we
tennis
can't play
without
tennis
a ball.
without a ball.
We must have a ball
We must
to
have a
play
ball
tennis.
to play tennis.
Very good. What time do you go to bed at night? What time do you go to bed at night? I go to bed
I go to bed at 11
at night.
at the night.
Very good. What time do you get up in the morning? What time do you get up in the morning? I get up at
I get up at 6
o'clock
o'clock
in
in
the
the
morning.
morning.
How long do you sleep at night? How long do you sleep at night? I sleep about
I sleep about
6
7
hours
hours
at night.
at night.
What color are the walls of your bedroom? What color are the walls of your bedroom? The walls of
The
my
walls
bedroom
of my
are
bedroom are white.
very good. Are you the first to get up in your family? Are you the first to get up in your family? Yes or no?
No,
I'm not the first
I'm not the
to
first
get up in my
to
family.
get up in my family.
Do you sleep a lot? Do you sleep a lot? Yes or no?
Yes,
I
I
sleep
sleep
a
a
lot.
lot.
Me too. Okay. Do
Mhm.
you sleep longer than your family? Do you sleep longer than your family? Yes or no?
No,
I don't sleep
I don't
longer than
sleep
my family.
longer in my family
Than my family.
than my
I
family.
sleep less than my
I sleep
family.
less than my family.
Very good. How many fingers have I got on both hands? How many fingers have I got on both hands? You've got eight
You've
fingers
got eight
on both
fingers
hands.
on both hands.
How many fingers have I got on each hand? How many fingers have I got on each hand? You've got four
You've
fingers
got
on
four
each hand.
fingers on each hand.
Very good. Have we each got two eyes? Have we each got two eyes? Yes. We've
Yes,
each got,
we each
well, we have. We've
we have
each got
we've got
two eyes.
sorry,
Can you hear me?
the I can't
Uh,
hear you.
let me reconnect, okay?
No,
Okay, can you hear me now?
okay,
Okay, one more.
okay,
Have
yeah,
we each got two eyes? Have we each got two eyes? Yes,
Yes.
we've each
We've
got
we've each got
two eyes.
two eyes.
Wait, do we say each student have a book or each student has a book? Do we say each student have a book or each student has a book? We say each
We
student
say
has a
each
book.
student has a book
Why? Why? Because the word
because
each is
the word
singular.
each is singular.
Has each student got two heads? No. Has each student got two heads? No. Each
No,
student
each
hasn't got
student
two heads.
hasn't got two
Each
heads.
student's only
Each
got
student
one head.
only got one head.
Ragged, has each chair only got three legs? Has each chair only got three legs? No.
No,
Each chair
each
hasn't only
chair
got
hasn't only
three
got
legs.
three
Each
legs.
chair's
Each
got
chair
four legs.
got four legs.
Very good. Okay, next. Do you like vegetables? Do you like vegetables? Yes or no?
Yes,
I
I
like.
like vegetables.
Do you like all vegetables? Do you like all vegetables? Yes or no?
No,
I
I
don't
don't
like
like
all
all
vegetables. Some
vegetables.
I like
Some
and
I
some
like
I
and
dislike.
some I dislike.
Very good. Name me four vegetables. Name me four vegetables, please. The names of
The
four
names of
vegetables
four
are
vegetables
potatoes,
are
carrots,
potatoes,
onions,
carrots,
and peas.
onions, and peas.
Name me four kinds of fruit. Name me four kinds of fruit, please. The names
The
of four
names
kinds
of
of fruit
four kinds of
are
fruits
apples,
are apples,
oranges, lemons,
oranges,
and
lemons,
bananas.
and bananas.
Very good. Which do you prefer, tomato juice or orange juice? Which do you
I
prefer?
prefer
Okay, go ahead.
I prefer
Mhm.
orange juice
Two,
to
tomato
tomato
juice.
juice.
What's the plural of tomato? What's the plural of tomato? The plural
The
of
plural of
tomato
tomato
is tomatoes.
is tomatoes.
Very good. Do you study Spanish? Do you study Spanish? Yes or no?
No,
I
I
don't
don't study
Spanish.
Spanish.
I study English.
I study English.
Do most school children like studying? Do most school children like studying? No. Most school
No,
children
most
don't
school
like
children
studying.
don't like
They
studying.
dislike or hate
They
studying.
dislike or hate studying.
Must you study a lot if you want to learn a language well? Must you study a lot if you want to learn a language well? Yes, I must
Yes,
study a
I
lot
must study
if
a
I
lot
want to learn
if you
a,
if I want to
a
learn
language well.
a language well.
Very good. What time do you arrive here for your lesson? What time do you arrive here for your lesson? I arrive here
I
at
arrive here at 9:20
for my lesson.
or for my lesson.
Very good. Are you the first to arrive in the classroom? Are you the first to arrive in the classroom? Yes or no?
Yes,
I'm the
I
first.
the first.
One more. I'm the first to
I'm
arrive
the
in
first
the
to
classroom.
arrive in the classroom.
Very good. What time do you leave here after the lesson? What time do you leave here after the lesson? I leave here
I
at
leave here at 10 o'clock
after the lesson.
after the lesson.
Very good. What time do you leave home to come here? What time do you leave home to come here? I leave home at
I leave
about
home about 9
a.m.
at
to come
9
here.
a.m. to come here.
Very good. Do you leave your books in the classroom after the lesson? Do you leave your books in the classroom after the lesson? No, I don't
No,
leave
I
my
don't
books
leave
in the
my
classroom
books in the
after the
classroom
lesson.
after the
I take
lesson.
them with me.
I'll take them with me.
Do you leave any food on your plate after a meal? Do you leave any food on your plate after a meal? Yes or no?
Yes,
I
I
leave some
leave
food on
some
my
food
plate after
on
a
my
meal.
plate after the meal.
Very good. What can we see in the sky during the day? What can we see in the sky during the day? We can see the sun
We can
in the
see the
sky
sun
during the
in the
day.
sky during the day.
What colors the sun? What colors the sun? The sun's the
The
color
sun's
of
the
gold.
color of gold.
What colors the sky today? What colors the sky today? The
Mm,
skies
the sky is blue
today. Oh, very fine
today.
day. Very good.
Yeah.
Okay, do you live on the sea? Do you live on the sea? No, I don't
No,
live on the
I don't
sea.
live on
I
the
live
sea.
on the land.
I live on the land.
What's the name of the sea between Europe and North Africa? What's the name of the sea between Europe and North Africa? The name of the
The
sea
name of the
between
sea
Europe. And
between
North
Europe
Africa
and North
is the
Africa is
Mediterranean
the
Sea.
Mediterranean Sea.
Very good. Is Moscow by the sea? Is Moscow by the sea? No, Moscow
No,
isn't by the
Moscow
sea.
isn't by the
It's
sea.
inland.
It's inland.
Is New York inland? Is New York inland? No, New York
No,
isn't
New
inland.
York isn't
It's by the
inland.
sea.
It's by the sea.
Very good. And that's the end of our revision. Very good. Very fast. Let's have new word.
Thank you.
Okay, so repeat once,
Once,
twice,
twice,
three times.
three times.
Very good. Okay, listen. Okay, here we go. So this is
Uh,
once 5 equals 5. Twice 5
oh,
equals 10. 3 times 5 equals 15. And 4 times 5 equals 20. Another example is I have English class 3 times a week. And we only
mhm.
live once. Okay, let's practice. What's this? What's this? It's once 5
It's once five
equals 5.
equals five.
What's this? What's this? It's twice 5
It's twice five
equals 10.
equals 10.
What's this? What's this? It's 3 times 5
It's three times five
equals 15.
equals 15.
What's this? What's this? It's 4 times
It's four times five
equals
equals
20.
20.
Very good. How much is one's 90? How much is one's 90? One's 90
Once 90
equals 90.
equals 90.
How much is twice 50? How much is twice 50? Twice 50
Twice
is
50
100.
is 100.
Very good. How much is 3 times 13? How much is 3 times 13? 3 times
3
13
times
is
13
39.
is 39.
How many times a week do you come here? How many times a week do you come here? I come here
I come here 5 times.
5 times a week.
5 times
A week.
of a week
Every week. Very good. Okay.
every week.
How many times a month do you go to the cinema? How many times a month do you go to the cinema? I go to the
Mm.
cinema
I go to
about
cinema about once
a month.
a month.
Maybe you always watch Amazon Prime. Okay, next. How many times a day do you eat? How many times a day do you eat? I eat
I eat three
a
times
day.
a day.
How many times do we live? How many times do we live? We only live
We
once.
only live once.
Very good. Okay, next repeat. Cut.
Cut,
Very good with a C. Cut. Okay.
cut.
Listen. Cut is a verb. For example,
Mm,
we cut meat with a knife.
mm.
Another example, it's impossible, but I'm cutting the book with my fingers. Okay, so let's practice. What am I doing? What am I doing? You're cutting the book
You are cutting
with
the
your
book
fingers.
with your fingers.
Very good. What do we cut meat with? What do we cut meat with? We cut meat
We cut
with a
meat
knife.
with a knife.
Very good. Can we cut bread without a knife? Can we cut bread without a knife? No, we can't
No,
cut
we
bread
can't cut bread
without a knife.
without a knife.
So what we call that is we break the bread. We don't cut.
A break, I
Okay.
see.
Next, repeat. Lift.
Lift,
Little.
little,
Little finger.
little finger.
Very good. Okay, listen. Lift is a verb. For example,
Mm,
I'm lifting my book.
mhm,
This paper is light enough for me to lift. Little is an adjective. It means small. For example, this finger is small. So we call this little finger.
mhm.
Sample sentence is I can't lift the table with my little finger because it's too heavy for me to lift. Okay, let's practice. What am I doing? What am I doing? You're lifting the book.
You are lifting the book.
Can you lift the table with your little finger? Can you lift the table with your little finger? No, I
No,
can't lift
I
the
can't
table
lift
with
the
my
table
little finger.
with my little finger
Why not? Why not? Because it's too heavy
because
for
it's
me
too
to
heavy
lift.
for me to lift
Where is this
with
piece with my little
uh,
finger?
with my little finger.
That's also correct. Very good. Is this piece of paper light enough for you to lift? Is this piece of paper light enough for you to lift? Yes.
Yes,
That piece of
that
paper
piece of
is
paper
light enough
is
for me
light
to
enough
lift.
for me to lift.
Very good. Okay, next repeat. As.
As fast.
One more. As.
As.
Not as.
Not as.
Not so as.
Not so as.
Thames.
Thames.
Thames. America.
America.
Very good. Okay, so when you see that as and then three period as, we put something in the middle. It's comparative, okay? So
Mm,
we use the structure as for comparing people or things that are the same. For
mm,
example, this this book is the same as this book.
mm.
Okay. We use not as for people or things that are not the same. Not as is more commonly used as not so as. For example, this pencil, this pencil is shorter than this pen. So we can
Mm.
say this pencil is not as long as this pen. Another example, Spain isn't as large as South America. It's smaller than South America.
Mhm.
Okay, Thames is a noun. It is a river in London. Okay, so let's practice. Is the table as high as the door? Is the table as high as the door? No, the
No,
table isn't
the
as
table
high as
isn't
the door.
as high as the
It's
door.
lower than the door.
It's lower than the door.
Is your building as high as Mount Everest? Is your building as high as Mount Everest? No, my
No,
building
my
isn't as
building
high as
isn't as high
Mount
as
Everest.
Mount
It's lower
Everest.
than Mount
It's
Everest.
lower than Mount Everest.
Is the river Thames as long as the Nile? Is the river Thames as long as the Nile? No, the river
No,
Thames
the river
isn't as long
Thames
as
isn't as long as
the Nile. It's
the Nile.
shorter than the Nile.
It's shorter than the Nile.
Is Spain as large as South America? Is Spain as large as South America? No, Spain
No,
isn't
the
as
Spain
large
isn't
as
as large
South
as
America.
South
It's
America.
smaller than South
It's
America.
smaller than South America.
Very good. Okay, next repeat. Season.
Season,
Season.
season,
Spring.
spring,
Summer.
summer,
Autumn.
autumn,
Winter.
winter.
Very good. Okay. The names of the four seasons of the year are spring, summer, autumn, and winter.
Hmm.
Are we in winter now? Or autumn? Winter?
Yes,
Winter. Very good.
winter.
Okay. Let's practice. Tell me the names of the four seasons of the year. Tell me the names of the four seasons of the year, please. The
The
names of
name
the
of
four seasons of the
four
year
seasons of the
are
year
spring,
are
summer,
spring,
autumn,
summer,
and winter.
autumn, and the winter.
What season are we in now? What season are we in now? We're in
We're in winter
now.
now.
What was last season? What was last season? Last season
The
was
last season was autumn.
autumn. What will next season be? What will next season be? Next season will be
Next season will be spring.
very good. Next, repeat. Precede,
Recede,
follow.
follow.
Very good. Okay, listen. Precede and follow are verbs. To precede means to go before something or someone. Follow is the opposite of precede. For example, Tuesday precedes Wednesday. So it means Tuesday first and then Wednesday. Thursday follows Wednesday. Okay, let's practice.
Mhm.
Which day precedes Wednesday? Which day precedes Wednesday? Tuesday precedes
Tuesday
Wednesday.
precede Wednesday.
Does Thursday precede Wednesday? Does Thursday precede Wednesday? No. Thursday
No,
doesn't
Thursday
precede Wednesday.
doesn't
It
precede
follows
Wednesday.
it.
It follows it.
Very good. Which number follows the number 13? Which number follows the number 13? 14 follows
14
the
follows
number 13.
the number 13.
Very good. Do the students precede the teacher out of the classroom after the lesson? Do the students precede the teacher out of the classroom after the lesson? No. The students
No,
don't
the
precede
students
the
don't
teacher
precede the
out of the
teacher
classroom
out of the
after the
classroom
lesson.
after the
They
lesson.
follow him.
They follow him.
Very good. Does the teacher precede the students into the classroom before the lesson? Does the teacher precede the students into the classroom before the lesson? No, the teacher
No, the
doesn't
teacher
precede the
doesn't
students
proceed the
into the
student
classroom
into the
before the lesson.
classroom before the lesson.
He follows them.
He follows them.
Very good. Okay, let's have the last one. Okay, repeat. When.
Mm. When?
Very good. Okay, when is an adverb. We use
Mm.
it to ask about time. For example, we can say, what time do you have your breakfast? Or when do you have your breakfast? And then
Mhm.
we can answer, I have my breakfast at about 6 o'clock in the morning.
Mm.
Let's practice. When do you have your breakfast? When do you have your breakfast? I have my breakfast
I have
at
my breakfast at
o'clock in the morning.
7 o'clock in the morning.
When does the lesson begin? When does the lesson begin? The lesson
The
begins at
lesson begins at
9:30 in the morning.
9:30 in the morning.
When do you get up in the morning? When do you get up in the morning? I get up at
I get up at six
o'clock
o'clock in
in
the
the
morning.
morning. Very good. Okay, so now let's move on to reading.
Mm.
Okay, so our reading is at stage two,
Yep,
paragraph page 97. Last headword was think.
97.
Okay, please,
97.
97. Headword is think. Start with the second question. Do you think there's anybody in the other room?
90, sorry, 97.
97. Headword is think.
Think, I see.
Mhm.
Think about how many